Hello friends, Nina here, and today we are going to fill and decorate the inserts and pockets of You Bake Me Happy art journal. I created 5 inserts along with many tags and cards to fill the ones with pockets. The video is going to be a little longer than usual, but I really edited many details to squeeze it to this length. And by the end we will have a flip through the whole thing, so let's begin. I'll be leaving many details in the first insert, and later when creating the others I'll go faster since many steps will be a repetition. So here I'm working on the first insert, and this is the front page. I took it out of the booklet so I can work on it. I cut three thin strips out of the 6x6 paper pad that came with the release, and I used a stitch circle die to put it behind the Hello Sugar sign. And I used matching cutouts from the ephemeras, and I arranged them behind the sign to give it this fun look. And I'm gonna stick everything, glue them on top of these strips. It's a very simple page layout, but it looks so pretty with the colors matching together. Here I'm using my nouveau adhesive just to make sure that the strips are glued properly to the page, and I just use scissors to cut the rest that was sticking out. And here I'm centering all the sign pieces. And just making sure that it's all glued properly. And there we go, here's the first page. And here's some close-up photo. It will show the details better. For the first insert, I'm going to create a card that has all cute ephemera pieces and some enamel dots. I'm going to use a lot of dies from the die sets that I purchased recently, and I showed in a video, a big haul video that I'm going to link up on the right corner. They are planner essentials die sets, and I chose this holder of the tag, the red holder. And here is just a scrap, a green scrap. I used many scraps that match the colors of the release. And this is one of the papers of the paper pads collection. And I'm just gluing it to a scallop die. And I'm making another tag that I cut also from the paper pad, and I'm backing it up with a red cardstock. And I'm going to glue everything together. And later I'm going to add enamel dots, and I'm going to add a couple of spoons just to make it look cuter. These enamel dots also came with the release. They're having matching colors with the colors of all the die cuts and the ephemera and the paper pads. So I'm just going to add a couple here and a couple there. Here I'm just gluing the 2 spoons. The colors are so much fun. I had so much fun creating this project. And it just gave me amazing results because all the colors are matching and the images are so cute, and the designs of the paper on the paper pad are just amazing. So I'm just adding some cute little details here and there. I'm just choosing which flower color will match more. I went with this dark pink one, sort of light red. And here the first tag is done. I think I'm also gonna use the red and white striped twine. I'm just gonna loop it around the top, the holder of the tag. I'm going to make the height matches. I'm gonna make one taller than the other. There we go. This is the first card. Here I'm going to add also a little word from also from the same release. The whole sentiment will read adorable recipe. And the word dough is adorable. You'll see it now. It is so cute. I backed it up with the yellow, light yellow that matches also with the colors from the same release. And I had foam tape behind the word recipe to give it some dimension. And so here's the first card. And for the other pocket of this same insert, I'm going to use again dies from the Planner Essentials. All the materials are going to be linked down below in the descriptions in case you want to check any of them. This die creates an envelope, and I'm just going to glue these flaps and close it. I'm not going to close the top flap of the envelope because I'm going to put these little tags inside, and I'm going to decorate it on the outside with this cute panel again from the paper pad. I'm just going to back it with this plaid paper from the same 6x6 paper pad just to give it some interest, and I'm going to glue it to the front of the envelope. Here we are. And then I noticed that the holes at the bottom of the envelope will look way nicer if I use some eyelets and use my crocodile to put them in. And these are the tags that I cut out from the paper pad, and I'm going to use these ribbons so it will be easier to take the tags out and in and give it some fun look. Here where I decided to put the eyelets, I'm just going to attach them with my crocodile. Again, you will find all these materials linked down below. I chose pink color. I find pink is really nice and bright against the green, this teal color. And also I used another eyelet on top. That's yellowish in color. And I'm going to add my ribbon. And here I made a little scene of these sugar and cupcake. They are from the sticker sheet. I just take my time to make sure everything is put nicely and matching together, the dimension. As I told you, I'm going to leave all the details in this first insert, but I'm going to go way faster on the next ones. Again, here, the panel that I just created, I'm going to back it with a foam tape. And here is the insert all done. And I'm going to put it back in the art journal. And then we're going to go to the next one. First, I'm going to leave some close-up photos so you can see the details of the pockets and the tags. They're so much fun. I love the colors and the details. Here we are. So we're going to the next one, and it's going to be the pink one with the pockets. Here I'm going again to create tags from the Planner Essentials, and I'm choosing again some of the ephemera that came in the release. I'm putting these couple of papers just to give contrast and to the images were lost with the busy background, so I had to put these two panels to make the images pop more. I added this spoon, and then I found that the tag was very flimsy, and so I backed it up with this paper. I cut it out with using the exact same die. And then I'm just going to add a ribbon, and I'm going to add some enamel dots, and the tag will be ready. Here I'm just adding the word a perfect blend. It's also a ribbon that comes with the release, and I'm just going to embellish the pocket from the outside, and here are the enamel dots that I'm going to add them. Also beautifully matching with the colors of the whole release. And I think later I'm going to add just a heart, yeah, just a heart on the pink panel. And this is it. For the other pocket, I'm going to create a tag that has a pocket as well, because I'm going to add smaller cards. And here's an easy way to create this pocket. I'll just cut this. This is a stackable dies, rectangles, that they are round corners, and they are stitched from art impression. So I just cut the whole panel and then went a little lower and put the die again and cut a smaller part. And I just glued all around the edges, and there we go. I glued them together, and it has a pocket in between. I'm going to create cards that I'm going to put. I die cut so many cards, but I just chose two to use here. Again, using the planner essentials. These little panels create 3 layers that you can mix and match from the cardstock and the paper from paper pad. Here I created so many. I'm just going to choose 2 of them, so because I don't want the pocket to be so bulky. I mixed and matched my cardstock with the paper pad designs. Here I chose these. I'm just going to stick everything together. I made them, they're put together just with the washi tape, but I'm then going to glue them. These are the tiny details of the word happy that it's also cut by the same die. I'm using my jewel picker. It will make it very easy. Makes it very easy to lift these little bits and pieces. And on the other one, I also glued everything together, and then for the panel inside, I put foam tape behind it to give it some dimension for more interest. And I'm going to choose a couple of the images from the sticker sheets. There we go, a cookie and a cupcake, so cute. And for the other one, I'm going to go with icing, yeah, icing bags. The images are so cute. I have 2 sticker sheets, and one of them, a third one, that is a thicker, something like a cardstock, cardboard. It's a thicker sticker sheet. And here we go, our pocket with both the cards inside. I'm going to embellish it a little more. I'm going to make these ribbons, cut these ribbons from the dies from the planner essentials. And here I'm just cutting part of it because I don't want to cut the rest. I want it to be a little longer than the die. So there we go, and another bigger one. I'm attaching them here, and for the part that is sticking out, I'm just gonna cut it with the scissors. And I also use the ribbon that says I'm so grateful for you to decorate the outside of the pocket. Then I'm going to put it back in the insert. There we go, it looks so pretty. And I'm just going to put some flower arrangement on the outside. And I added this donut clip that I got also. It's from Doodlebug Design. And oh yeah, here I am just adding these little tiny images, again from the ephemera, one on each side of the end of the elastic band. I glue them together, and I just put this clip to make sure that they're stuck together, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other end of the ribbon, of the elastic band. You will see it in the photos, how nice it is and detailed. These tiny details make everything look very nice, and these are both the tags that we created now. and the cards. And here up. And you can see the details here in the close-up photos. I love the designs and the images and the smiley faces on all the utensils. It's so cute. For the third one, it is going to be a full layout, 2 pages layout, and it's not going to be having the pockets. It's just a layout, but I chose so many matching images and I put them behind each other to give them dimension. The one at the back is going to be flatly glued to the background, and the frontmost one is going to be having the dimension with the double-sided foam tape. And here I'm just adding these couple strips so I can arrange all the ephemera pieces on top of them. Here I'm gonna start with the left side. This is the shopping bag, and in front of it is the pie. And I'm going to add after that some utensils in a pot or a jar, and a cookie jar. Then I'm going to give the details on this side, and on the right side I'm just gonna go faster. So over here I arranged them to see which one is going to be attached directly to the background. This is the one which is the most behind one, and I'm gonna glue it directly to the background. And then for the other ones, the shopping bag and the cookie jar, I'm going to just back it with a paper, a Bristol smooth paper, just to give it a little dimension, more dimension than the one on the background. And for the pie, I'm going to add foam tape to give it even more dimension. So they will be 3 dimensions. One at the back, and then the second with the Bristol smooth, and then the frontmost is the pie with the foam tape. Although I'm not going to start with the foam tape here, I'm going to glue it normally here with the glue, but then later I'm going to add the foam tape. You will see it very clear in the close-up photos. You just have to make sure when you're gluing these images that you do not want an image continuous with the second page, because it's going to close. So you need to leave a gap in between, but still it will look continuous. So I'm again arranging them to check which one is going to be at the background, and it's going to be the books here. The cooking books here is going to be the one that I'm going to glue directly on the background. See, I'm going to put the cocoa bag or jar, and then the books, and then the milk bottle and the sugar. So here I'm gluing the one at the back, and there we go. And then again for the cocoa jar and the brown sugar bag, I'm going to go with just Bristol smooth paper behind it, and for the milk is gonna be the one on the front. I'm gonna add the foam tape. I'm also going to add foam tape to the blender, hand blender, but I'm gonna add it to the right and the left of the blender, but not in the middle, because it's gonna overlap the milk bottle. Here, you're gonna get what I'm saying. I just put foam tape on the right side, and now I'm adding foam tape to the left side, and I'm gonna leave it in between, just lying on the milk bottle. There we go. I use a lot of tools that makes my life easier: the jewel picker, the poking tool, and the scissors. and they're all linked down below. Here I'm having this cute heart ribbon that is part of the ephemera that comes with the set. So I attached one of them. Before attaching, I wanted to make sure that the speech bubble here that says a heart, that has a heart, will have enough space. Then I'm going to attach the ribbon above just to make sure that it doesn't hide it. I just added glue, applied glue on top on the ribbon, not on the hearts. It will give a dimensional look of the hearts. Here I'm applying, gluing it above the speech bubble. And I attached the same one. I also cut it in the middle, the other ribbon, so it does not come in the way when we're closing the page. Here are some close-up photos for closing. You hopefully the dimension on the pie and on the milk bottle, and also the blender. I added some enamel dots and hearts here and there, and word perfect recipe ribbon, also from the ephemera. And then on the third page, we are going to, it's not going to be a layout. I cut this frame using the art impression round corner rectangle dies. And I'm just choosing a background for it. I'm going to go with this one that has the stripes. I don't know, it just matched so nice. I tried this one, but then I used the one with the stripes. Just matched nicely with the plaid background on top of it. I glued them both, the background directly with the glue, the tape runner, and the frame I backed it with the foam tape to give some fun dimension. I haven't posted videos for some time now. The kids had this camp that was so hectic. You just pack the whole house and go. The tent, the sleeping bags, everything. But it was so much fun. They had a blast. Here I just used my glue eraser to erase some glues by mistake on my frame. The fridge and the oven are from the sticker sheets, and the words hugs and kisses are from the ephemera. So I'm mixing and matching both of them to create this fun scene. Before I attach the hugs and kisses words, I'm just making sure where should my oven and fridge go, and then I'm going to glue everything. The word kisses I glued directly to the frame, but the word hug had to be higher because I backed up the oven with foam tape, so I had to put foam tape on the part that is sunken behind the edge of the hugs. Here I just had to put some foam tape there, and then I'm going to glue the rest. That is going to rest on the oven. For the other side, I also used the dies from the Planner Essentials to cut this film strip. And I used my stitch circle dies to cut different colors, different circle sizes from cardstocks that match with the release. And I took so long to come up with a good arrangement. And finally, I glued the ones that are attached on the background. And for the rest, I had to put my stickers first before I glue the top circles. I cut 2 of this film strip just to make it more sturdy, to give it some dimension. And I glued them together, and then I glued them to the background. And cut so many of these rectangle pieces from the paper pad. And I'm going to glue them directly to the background. And then on top of them, again, I'm going to decorate with many of the sticker sheets images. I'm gluing them all with my nouveau adhesive. And here I took some time to find good arrangements for all the pieces from the sticker sheets. And here, the whole layout is finally done. Something was sticking out, so I'm just gonna cut it with the scissors. And then I'm going to put the insert back in the art journal, and then we're going to go to the last one. That is the brown inserts, excuse me. It's so much fun creating these things. So seeing them again now, they're so adorable. Here is the brown one. Oh, first I'm going to show some close-up photos for this last layout, so you can see the details. Beautiful colors and images and designs, so pretty, so bright. And for this one I went with the brown, and then I found the word chocolate that I thought it has to go on this page by any means, in any direction. And then yeah, I also found this cardstock that is called Pencil Eraser from Lawn Fawn. It's a pale pink color that matched really perfectly with the brown here. So I backed the circle, the brown circle, with that pencil eraser color. And on top of it, I chose some of the ephemera pieces. It is not that easy to make a cluster like this. It takes so much time to find the matching colors and the matching pieces. It looks so easy here, but I've edited so much so you don't have to see all the boring time choosing all the images and the colors matching together. But came out so pretty by the end. So here I'm centering the page, gluing it to the background, the circle, gluing it to the background with the cluster on top of it. I also use different papers and foam tape to give dimensions to this cluster. And I used foam tape also behind the word sweet. Here I'm adding a strip. When I put the word chocolate here, I found that it needs something behind it because they were brown and brown. I added a strip of the same pink color, pale pink color. And when I was going to attach the word chocolate, I found out that the cluster here might interfere with the word chocolate, so I didn't want to commit to the chocolate word first before I put this cluster here. But then later I found out they're going different paths, so this wasn't a problem. And adding this spatula here, I already glued the pan, so I couldn't put it behind it, so I had to cut it. The milk carton was backed with foam tape to give more dimension. Here I'm gluing them. I'm even gonna use some dimension behind the spatula. I'm gonna put a little bit of the foam tape just by the end. I will give it some fun dimension. And then I'm going to stick the word chocolate, again backed with foam tape. I'm choosing which direction it should go. I'm gonna choose this by the end. There we go. And Also add a couple of ribbons. I like adding different sizes of ribbons and length. It gives so much interest. So this one is thin and long, and the other one is wider and short. It says love this. I'm also going to add a couple of hearts using my jewel picker and my nouveau adhesive. It makes it so easy to use the jewel picker here because you already chose the position where you want to put them. You're just picking it up, adding the glue dot, and then putting it back. Here I'm returning it back. We are going to have a flip through, but just after these fun images. They're showing you the details of the last layout. These two colors are striking together. They're so much fun. So here is the flip through. This is the one that we created in the very first video. And in the second video we had these rubber bands. And here are the layouts that we created today. This, with the envelope and the tags inside it. And this card. So much fun. The images are so bright and so adorable, and this is the layout. This is my best. This is the one that I like the most. I love the layout, how it came out, the enamel dots, everything. I was so lucky with choosing these images next to each other, and they're so lucky, nicely laid out together. And here's the one with the film strip and these circle dies. And here are a couple of tags that we made. One is the card and the other one that has a pocket and two cards. Cute tiny tags. And the chocolate one. I had so much fun creating these layouts with you today. I hope you did too. Please don't forget to like the video and to subscribe to the channel. It helps me a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!